Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It is me, your host, Uncle Sam. I know last time I spoke about people wanting religious leaders when they're not religious. They want righteous leaders when they're not righteous. And I want to expand upon that just a bit, because people might say, what do you mean by that? And let me explain what I mean, right? Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, a righteous leader just pop up. It's alright, we're going to establish the words of God upon the earth now. Here we are going now. We are shut down all of the go-go club them. Tell me, what you believe said the people I'm going to say? I'm going to say, alright, it's alright, we're going to shut down all of the reggae music now. All of the dancehall music. You think so the people I'm going to say thumbs up? No. More than likely, they're going to try to vote him out, or worse in the case scenario, they're going to try to kill him. You understand me? I say, because the people in mind no did that so. The people in mind is not there. So you cannot want a leader that is opposite to what the people really is upon. You have if you by your own standards say the leader is corrupt, that simply means you, the people, are corrupt. And in order to rectify the leader is that you rectify yourself, because the leader is only a reflection of you as though you look in the mirror. The leader is a representative of you. You see what I say? So everything, you might say, boy, Uncle Sam, everything you talk about have to do with we. To a certain, and you're not going to hear that in these so-called movement and the Black Lives Matter movement and this a movement and that the movement there. Is that everybody unite, ignore them differences, and make we just focus on the common enemy. Not ourselves, not for our problem, not for our responsibility where we are ignoring on a daily basis. Now we house, now we pitney them, now we wife, now we sister them, now we auntie them, now we mother, now we grandfather them. No. Let's not focus on that. Let's just focus on what the government are doing. Imagine you live in a St. Mary, where your business will happen in a St. Catherine, where your business will happen in a Kingston, where your business will happen in a St. Elizabeth. What that have to do with you? You live in a Ontario and you worry about going in a Nunavut, while going in a Prince Edward Island. What that have to do with you personally and what happened inside of your district? Because what can you do about it? You're just another bickering mouth that is just run off them mouth, knowing fully well that they can't do nothing about it. The most they can do probably is that a vote. And they can't do it. Most you can do is just vote. And that is like once every 4 years. One vote. That is it. So why you focus on these things that you can't really do nothing about? And the next thing too is this. This problem is only caused because of the internet. You understand? Only because of the internet and the TV where widen one scope of vision. And when that widen your scope of vision, it's very hard for you to maintain focus on a certain thing. Even if you're in a room and you have a open window, you just look out, right? But when you lock up everything, you don't have no option to look out. So automatically you have to focus in. So that bring up your focus and bring up your concentration and bring up your potency. And we say a lot of people is lacking potency. And that is all caused by the internet, the TV and globalization. So instead of focus on these things that are in front of us, and sadly, a lot of us not even know what is really in front of us anymore. Because we've been so conditioned. If it's not the news or social media, the average person spend 2 hours on social media on a daily basis. 2 hours a time, right? Times that by 7 in 1 week, 14 hours. That is almost 1 day on social media, right? And add to that Netflix, add to that YouTube, and add to that TV. So what we have to right now is that people now focus on themselves, they now focus on these things that is more extremely, way more important that they're supposed to give issue to. And at that me raise up in a one comment and me say, there's many other things that we need to be focused on. There's the single mother crisis. A man them go out, breed up the woman them and them runway. Or the woman them go out, breed up the woman them and the runway. Child neglect is the next big thing. Children abuse is another thing. STDs growing up is another thing. I mean, the rate is very high. And all of these moral issue, the neglect of parents neglecting them pitney. You understand, the elderly suffering and starving on each district in each community. So it's not just an island-wide thing, because the island is split up in the parish and the parish them split up in the district. So each person, each division has a role to play. So why if one division A are focused on division B, why not division B focus on division B and division A focus on division A, right? Rectify your household. But even before you rectify people in your house, rectify yourself, no? Why that is so hard? And them say, yo, we eat Andrew and whatever the case may be, I'm gonna get into that. But him have some valid points. You have some valid points, you know, because the music thing him bring up, it is a well-known thing. There's many studies that show that the music has an effect upon people, right? Whether you like it or not, but guess what? You're not gonna like it because it go against your desires. Because you love the music, you love the gangster thing. So when you hear that, and there's a chance that the music might disappear now, when you say no, right? And look, and it's not a righteous leader. You understand me? I say that is kind of soft. The killing and thing, you need to stop in the music. Him suppose that people don't like it, right? Him talk about the prank. You know what I mean? A man boom, somebody bust a prank on a man and a man take out him gun and shoot him. Right? You have two issues there, so. Number one, why you pull prank on people for? Where that come from? You know, back in the day, we didn't really have them thing there. We not have them pranking thing there. And that is the reality. A lot of people, it is fake. The youth them see it, them believe say it's real. And them try to imitate what them see on YouTube to get some views, to get fame, to get some money. And what happened? It cost them life, or it cost somebody life, or it cost injury. So it go back again to the TV, the YouTube, the internet, social media, all these things. Authenticity is fading. A lot of marriage get destroyed because of these things. A lot of cheating happen because of these things. A lot of people have diseases. A lot of people suffer from depression and anxiety because of these things. And again, it go back to the individual level. The people them are lost and the people them need guidance. So then it go back to the book. It go back to religion. Right? We can't try to separate the very same thing as people we grew up on, the core being and the essence of our moral compass and the yardstick where we use to measure certain things. We can't just remove it all of a sudden because of a tool. Because technology is nothing more than a tool, you know. And in every culture, you have tool. And people don't really understand this. Then say, no, we're more advanced. Yes, we're more advanced than the people before we. But guess what? The people after we are going to be more advanced than we. And they're going to look on we and say, we were nothing. So back in the day, the people in their time used to look on the people before them and say they're more advanced. But even then, them use tool as a way of assisting them to make them life easier and their work easier. They never use tool as a means say, yo, we are now the people and we abandon certain thing. The creator, we don't want to hear about that. And that's it there, you know. And that's it there, the people them abandon guidance, or the people them become a wicked set of people. And when you remove the cornerstone, just think about it. What really is the outcome of a people that deny their creator? When in our history, this is something that was extremely weird, and in spite of that, these people were still destroyed. So you think about these people now, and these people have the technology to do them own independent research. So what I say is this: all of we have a role to play in this. Me, you, And first we have to start with we. Because we know that we're terrible and we're wicked. We know. Nobody have to tell we. We know what we do behind closed door. Nobody have to tell we. Right? We know we things we whisper in our heart. We nobody no know except the creator above. We know what go on. So we can't pretend like so we are seeing and this and that. So we have to take on some of the blame. We have to try to rectify for ourselves. And then we help other people inside our house. Mommy, daddy, with sister, with pitney. And then from there it start with the neighbor. And then neighbor likewise do the same thing. And then that's how you spread it. Maybe it's spread in a district. You understand? And you have to take care of yourself, take care of your community, take care of your household. The government can't do that for you. Right? The government responsible for the whole entire country. And that is not easy. And that kind of got to a next thing to them people that talk about they want a woman for me say, what? A woman in a leadership? The man said the first thing the man says that me hate woman. The man is stretching level probably high. So I'm not going to get into that. So me say, looking at JDF, it's a part of the cadet union for the unit for the longest time, you know. And if all this go well, we'd all gone in a JDF, you understand? Because soldier did a trainery. Rough and tough in a technical, you understand what I say? And one thing we know about woman or tree did in a cadet. And the push up what them get is not the push up what we get. The training what them do is not the training what we do. We are more rougher, we are more tougher, we are more risky, we more stronger, fitter, and all of these things. And we accept that. And nobody never say, oh, look what the woman them are doing and look what we are doing. Anybody would have said that would have looked at them and say, yeah, fool. So me say, and the cadet unit is just a next step towards JDF. So me said to him in our comment, there is no general in the army, woman general. Why is that? The JDF don't like woman? Him can't answer. Him cannot answer. The thing is that they are not fit enough to become these great leader. People who are sent to the level of general is not any man. Them are the toughest, the cream of the crop, cool like ice and tough like nail. You understand? So it's not any man fit to become a leader of a country. And out of the species, a human being, the strongest is man. And from the strongest of the strong is where you choose to become your leader. You don't take the weakest from the species, the woman, and put them in a leader. So I'm saying, listen, any people who elect a woman to become them leader, they will never be successful. Agree or not, it is just the reality. It's common sense. But what we have is a libertarian movement that happen. And a lot of people lose them back, them spine. You know much posts when we make, nobody don't like it. But me still I go say what me I go say. Because me not say it for people like it. And the truth. Everybody knows that people does not like truth. People don't like truth, you know. I just saw it go. But it's just each individual have his seat and stop look and say, oh, me don't want to post that, you know, because me don't want such and such and such. Just as how it was back in the idea when people are grew up. Only 1 and 2 people that be straight and bold and say what them need to say. And if them wrong, them retract it and say them wrong. And if them right, they accept it and then move forward like that. Just like that. It's just only 1 and a few people. Majority of the people, I did a people pleaser. You know, back in when we in a kindergarten school and we are grown, we all know them things in a basic school and these things. 1 and 2 people are the brave heart, and majority of the people them just kind of the sheep will just follow. 1 and 2 leader, majority of them did a sheep. In a cadet are the same thing. 1 and 2 tough people. You understand? And at the same thing, what happens is that people grow up now, they go through university, they have certain job, and them in a position where they can run off them out and people listen to them. But at the same snowflakes them, when them did 15, 20 years ago, at the same snowflakes them, right? So people don't look on people as people look on people based on them position, right? And that mash up people, because they understand their personality behind the position. And that's why we encourage ourselves and yourselves, we try our best, we strive and put ourselves in a certain position so we can at least steer the next generation and be an inspiration to them. Because what them are going to do, if them a liar, them are going to surround by a bunch of liar snowflakes. If them a doctor, them are surrounded by a bunch of doctor snowflakes. If them a nurse, likewise, are the same thing. Right? Them a talk about the racism in a police, the police force, and then I really understand, so the same thing we go back to the snowflakes. Them are probably the racists, or they never really have a mind for themselves. Them a try to please them racist leader or whatever the case may be. They don't have a mind for themselves. So it go back to the youth, and now them are create more snowflakes. You understand? So it's just a loop, a cycle, and we have to be the one to break it. Because people is just people, right? But sadly, the veil of position where a person hold have, if heal a person, not to see a person by them personality, but based on how much money them have in them pocket or them job. So a lot of these snowflakes, them lead by that. Sorry, I make it a good job now. I can say, yeah, I am such and such and such, and people just, oh my gosh, amazed by that, right? And little to no personality, authenticity is little to nothing. You understand what I say? So all these things, and me say this thing hoping that it's sincerity and from truth, and we are gonna just wind it down. And what me are gonna say is this: it's not based on who is beside you, I go follow, or who is here or there, right? It's based on you, because as we say, at the end of the day, you are alone. Whatever decision you make, it will affect you first and those close enough to you. So in the end of the day, you are all alone. You're born alone and you're going to dead alone. So instead of you focus on what Mary Jane or whoever think, right? As if them are going to come lay down in your grave when you dead, you start thinking differently. So alright people, and that is it for now. And we're not going to get too much into it. If you want to have a good leader, become a good people. It's just that simple. But that is the difficult part. That are the difficult part, it's easy if you point finger, and that's what everybody are going to do. We're not going to play that the game there, you see me? Alright people, take it easy.